Hello, everybody. My name is Somi from Her Invisible Prowess, and thank you for tuning in today's reading. Today's reading is going to be just a collective love reading. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because again, this is a love collective reading. Some parts may not resonate with some people, and that's perfectly okay. That this can still be your reading, okay? So let's get started. Okay. Let's see first what's the energy of this love interest between you and the person that's on your mind. Let's see. Ooh, second chance. So, this card is definitely telling me a lot. This is someone who you used to have a love interest in or was a romantic interest at some point in time. This can be like maybe early of this year, maybe last year. Um, take what resonates with that. But judging by the way things were left, this feels a lot like unfinished business. There's definitely a lot of unspoken truths that would have made an impact as far as this love connection goes. Definitely some vulnerability needs to be had between you and this person. A lot of things are definitely working on in the background. Ooh. All right. Maybe you're someone who believes that you just have a string of bad luck when it comes to love and relationships. What else? But despite how things transpired, how things ended, things like that, there's definitely some thinking, some craving. This person misses you. And they definitely wish that they could have done more for you. They could have fought more to make this work with you. This may even be long distance. It requires a good amount of time on the road for this to work. But in this time apart, which is much needed, it's definitely given them time and you to have some realizations, to really evaluate the things from a detached point of view, which is very much needed. To have these understandings and gaining new perspectives, things like that. But definitely without you, though, this person feels hollow. This person feels hollow. This person feels very much empty, like their other half is missing, and that's you. So this person is definitely planning their way to make up their own return. They are kind of twisted in knots in the sense that they don't know how to reapproach you. They may be overthinking by now at this time, but they're kind of paralyzed over analysis and how to make their re-entry back into your life. So the reason why this connection is so strong is because there is a past life here that's shared between the two of you, maybe a soul contract here, and this person is having an awakening in your time apart. Also, when things were still on, the energies between the two of you were definitely imbalanced. They were definitely very, very unstable. Things were very hazy, and everything that had happened was purely out of reactionary. There's not much thought, you know, things like that. So it was definitely important that this person gains a new perspective in this time of pause with you to clear their head from unfortunately a detached point of view. There's definitely some conflict between the two of you, some differences. And all of that needs to be addressed regardless of how strongly you two feel about each other. You definitely um, trigger each other, you get under each other's skin, but it's like the yin and yang, things like that. And like I said, this love interest is definitely, well, set the tone by the first card. You guys are definitely at a distance from each other right now. Maybe this person is even blocked because of the way things transpired, and you needed to protect your own boundaries. You needed to protect your own energy, which is definitely understandable. So yeah, let's see what else is going on with a different deck. Let's try this one, Love and Money Oracle deck. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. Reaching out first. Take the first step in reaching out and establishing dialogue. Initiate conversations that lead to a deeper understanding. Multiple messages through different forms. So this person is definitely thinking and overthinking how to reapproach you, how to reappear back into your life. This is definitely something they do not want to mess up again, and they are fully aware of that. It says, I don't have the time or the capacity to understand our connection. It's best to leave it alone unless you decide to take the first step. Um, maybe before you were the one that always initiated the conversation, always initiated making the plans, always take the initiative really. So um, this person, they are definitely delaying things, um, and they're definitely guessing themselves, and whether, are you even gonna give them the time of day anymore? So maybe it's better to wait for them, for you to reach out first, because that would be an invite rather than them having to do it. So let's see another one here. Oh, manipulation. Upholding your autonomy and rejecting attempts at manipulation. Let's see. In my desire to keep things under control, I didn't realize how it was affecting us. Now I see the distance it created, though I can't be sure if it was truly my actions or something else between us. So this person is definitely someone who likes to play emotional mind games, psychological games. For some reason, this kind of reminds me of the Hunger Games, but more so in a very immature way possible. Um, them being the runner, the avoidant, they were trying to gain control by distancing themselves. Avoidance, unfortunately, it's a very, very confusing dynamic for sure. Their way of self-regulating is distancing themselves. It's more like an emotional shield, actually. But in the same way that's their approach, it's kind of their way to get you to love bomb them, to get you to keep pouring out to them again and again and again, more and more and more and more, so they can hold the emotional superiority. As harsh that may sound, some of these people really know what they're doing. They're really good at emotional manipulation. But unfortunately for this person is definitely realizing that the walls that they've built is the same walls that's imprisoning them. Let's see here. I want to follow the rules we set and not be tempted to break them. I value our boundaries and know that they protect us. This person knows that, or they're coming to realization that stonewalling you, breadcrumbing you, being hot and cold was not always something that's sustainable. Definitely not. For any healthy relationship, it requires open communication from both ends. And now this person feels like The walls that they've built for themselves to protect themselves are now closing in. Which, yeah. Our backgrounds may be worlds apart, but our hearts remain aligned, breaking the walls that try to keep us apart. Even when the world sees walls, we find a way to stay united, choosing love over division. So, regardless of the distance, regardless of the amount of time, has been a good amount of time for some of you, this person, this person's heart has not changed for you. I know that may be incredibly hard to hear, but it's only a matter of time before this person breaks out of their normal character, which is this, oh, I'm so unbothered, nothing affects me, la di da. They will come to a breakdown point here, and that would be the final blow, and that would push them to break out of their shell, their runner avoidant shell, and come running back to you and be the one to take the initiative to reach out to you first. Let's see now with the tarot card, see what is the future hold for the two of you. Let's see. What does the future hold for this connection? Oh. So in this time apart, this person is definitely waking up to their true power. This is the King of Wands. King of Wands is someone who is not afraid to go after what they want. Yeah. So this is a Page of Swords. This person is definitely realizing some truths, some hard truths that they definitely have to sit with. They're definitely realizing that the thought of losing you absolutely pains them. And if they lose you, it's a big loss. And this kind of love is definitely painful for someone. They're very, very conflicted right now. Again, how to pre-approach you, things like that. And like I said, they're going through a spiritual awakening here. So they're being divinely intervened by God, by the universe, whatever you may believe in. And wake up to the power of your connection. Let's see, what is the future hold for this connection? Okay. Yeah, so Two of Swords here, that means that they're at a crossroads. And in this weird phase that the both of you are on right now, there will be a breakthrough. This is Ace of Wands here. This is Six of Swords. They're definitely gonna want to come out of their shell, break this silence, break this distance, and move this connection to calmer waters here with Six of Swords. Along with that, there definitely needs some adjustment that needs to be made. The truth of the reality is, you've been thinking that the ball is on their court, but in reality it's actually on your court, because they're the ones that they're gonna have to beg for your forgiveness. They're the ones that are gonna have to take the initiative and move this connection to calmer waters. And adjustments have definitely need to be made. Reprioritization needs to be made. Compromises need to be made here with Two of Pentacles here. And the future, they're definitely realizing with the Eight of Pentacles here that this connection, even though there's a huge lack of movement and activity, you haven't heard from this person, they see the future with you. They want to do life with you. They definitely see, well, not just him, but you too, or however that resonates. They definitely see that this connection has the legs to go the distance. And that will be the end of your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this content, please like and subscribe and comment however way you resonated with this reading. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.